This won't work here. There's too many white guys.
Everybody but you knows white dudes can hoop now.
The movie begins with a sports channel interviewing a senior phenomenal player, Kamal Allen.
Many consider him to be the top prospect in the country.
Who came along with his father, Benji Allen. Benji is his son's biggest fan and has always been there for him.
The next GOAT, Kamal Allen. Time to put his name in the mix.
During the interview, the interviewer made a bet with Benji that Kamal can't hit a far shot sitting down.
Come on. Show him how we do what we do.
So let's see here, Mr. Number One recruit. Stay tuned.
10 years later, Kamal is seen playing basketball in a local gym, and some guy makes fun of him.
That boy's washed.
You gonna let them disrespect you like that?
Do it. Don't you ever disrespect me.
While Speedy and Renzo are talking, a white guy named Jeremy, who they think looks like a yoga instructor, steps in with his student Jacoby.
Are you kidding me? Columbus must think he found some new shit, huh?
We should rob him. Send a message.
You guys got next?
Depend on who asking.
All right, fellas.
Just to send a message.
Jeremy doesn't take any offense in their comments and goes to train Jacoby. While they're playing, the guys drop their ball, and Kamal asks Jeremy to throw the ball back.
I just noticed you're not getting enough legs underneath your shot. Are you dehydrated?
Bro, give me the ball back and stop using that young black kid for clout.
Kamal tells him to pick a spot and bets that he can't make more shots than him.
But let's not do this, man. I don't want to take your money.
Right there's good.
They pick a spot, and Kamal makes all his first 3 shots.
It's time to look at the wall.
Hold on. You're Kamal Allen.
Jeremy immediately recognizes him and asks if he was the one arrested in his senior year. When Kamal recalls the experience, he misses his next shot.
Come on, Kamal. And where'd you end up playing in college?
When Jeremy keeps messing with his head, he misses the next shot too. When it's Jeremy's turn, he scores 4 consecutive shots and wins the bet.
Oh, I prefer Venmo or Zelle, but you seem like a Cash App guy, so.
We ain't never gonna get a reparation that way, bro.
That night, Kamal returns home to his wife, Imani, who works as a hairstylist, and his son. While he heads out with his son, Imani reminds him about some bills. The next day, Jeremy heads to the gym. Inside the gym, Jeremy pitches his 30-day detox to a couple of guys. Shortly after, his friend, TJ, comes to sell some painkillers to Jeremy during his breathing exercise. TJ also tells him about a regenerative medicine named stem cells that can heal his torn ACL knee injuries so he can play in the leagues.
How do you think Tiger Woods grew back his leg after they amputated it?
That didn't happen.
Meanwhile, Kamal is out on his job as a delivery man. When he makes one of his deliveries, the guy recognizes him and tries to take a picture with him.
Yo, the Kamal Allen at my house? Yo, this is crazy.
Look, what did I say, bro?
Yo, you broke my shit.
Put a case on the next one.
Have you ever thought about therapy?
You serious?
When he gets back to work, his boss, Bobby, addresses him for smacking a client's phone, advises him to consider therapy, and informs him that he has to cut his shifts for the rest of the week. The next day, Kamal, who was watching Jeremy play, talks to him. Kamal tells him he'd like to see if he wants to play a 2-on-2 game this weekend and suggests they both hustle for the entry fee. Jeremy refuses because he's focused on trying to get scouted for pro basketball, but he soon changes his mind when he learns the cash prize is $25,000 for one day. Later that evening, they both go to a different gym to hustle a few games while Jeremy dresses like he can't play as usual. When they get in, Kamal explains that it won't work here because there are too many white guys, and they can't play on the stereotype that white guys can't play basketball. Regardless, Jeremy insists that he's good at spotting people with psychological weakness and will get everyone here to bet their money. Moments later, Jeremy goes around talking down on people to make them bet with him, and he gets 2 people who are willing to play 2-on-2. They soon begin the game, and the other guys score the first 2 shots, and Jeremy misses a shot, but tells Kamal he's going to get it done. They keep getting their asses whooped, and Kamal gets a penalty shot. Before he shoots, Jeremy informs him that he has only $20 and their bet is $300, so they better not lose. Upon hearing that, Kamal scores the foul shot. The game turns around, and they win. That night, they head to another court, and Jeremy keeps playing more mind tricks and tells one of the players that he looks like the fake Malcolm X. They play a 2-on-2 game and win again. The next day, they play another game, and one of the other players intentionally fouls Kamal.
He got a flamethrower.
Flamethrower? What is this, Mad Max?
Yo.
Get in. 3 to the 2 and 1 mic check, man.
Later, Jeremy tells Kamal that he's going to use his half of the $25,000 prize to fix his body using regenerative medicine to play pro ball, but Jeremy finds it amusing that he'd like to return to the same sport that broke his body in the first place. Kamal narrates how his father took out a crazy loan to buy him a car because he thought he'd make it to the league, but now he's nobody. Jeremy, however, believes everyone is a nobody, no matter how much money they own. Before he leaves, Kamal tells Jeremy to bring his Tatiana over to his son's birthday on Saturday, and Jeremy asks him not to mention that they play basketball together, but Kamal doesn't find it healthy that he's keeping it from her. On Saturday, they begin setting up the birthday party, and Imani reminds Kamal about their dues with the bank. He handed her some money he made playing some basketball, which impresses her. Shortly after, Jeremy comes around with Tatiana, so Imani and Kamal go greet them. It turns out Jeremy brought a bottle of Hennessy to a children's birthday party. Shortly after, Kamal's dad, Benji, shows up in a wheelchair. He got diagnosed when Kamal was in high school and was in the hospital on the night he got arrested. Kamal had to use money from his delivery job to help with his treatment, and Imani started making hair in their house to make ends meet. Sometime later, the boys go out to hustle again. After that, they do games after games, making a whole lot of money. Finally, they make their entry fee, and Jeremy tries to figure out what to tell Tatiana about the tournament. He assures her he's booked with high-end clients, and she has nothing to worry about concerning their finances. She thanks him for being a good dude.
Tatiana!
Here.
At Kamal's house, Imani shows him a perfect spot for her salon.
I think it'd be perfect for the salon.
Where you going?
Playing this 2-on-2 tournament with Jeremy. It's cash prize, and he asked me to play, so I said, yeah. My pops to find out, all right?
Say a word.
Thank you.
If I could come. Okay.
That's how you gonna get me?
At the tournament, Speedy's older cousin, Lamont, shows up.
Is that Kamal, ugly ass?
Soon after, Kamal arrived with Imani. She assures him he's got this.
Got this, babe. We played on way bigger stages than this.
When Jeremy shows up, he informs them that the winner of this tournament gets free entry into another 3-on-3 tournament where the cash prize is $500,000. Soon after, the tournament begins, and Jeremy finds out that their first opponent is Phil and Malachi. When the game begins, it's clear there's some bad blood between Jeremy and Phil. Jeremy almost makes a shot, but Malachi knocks it away before he scores. Next time, Jeremy passes to Kamal, but he remembers his last shot in his big last game where they made fun of him, and he misses the shot. Jeremy tells him to keep his head in the game. While they're arguing, his team wins the game and moves to the next game. After they lose, Jeremy confronts Kamal about what just happened.
You know you're the reason we lost, right?
Yo, you 27 years old with 2 bum knees still trying to make it to the fucking league.
You're a fucking disappointment. Go back to VTA.
You and fuck BTS.
He just choked the shit out of that white boy. That's right.
I'm gonna have to let you go.
Go back to VTA.
You and fuck BTS. So, that's it? I'm really done.
Meanwhile, Tatiana shows Jeremy the footage she found online. He tries to explain to her that he believes he can make a living doing basketball. She immediately begins to pack her bags because she got the offer to go on tour, so Jeremy angrily storms out, and Tatiana confronts him about being unable to handle the truth.
Go, get the fuck out of here. You don't take these, you don't fucking need them.
Outside the gym, Kamal recalls how his father used to train him even when he was in pain, even after his mother left them. After that, he recalls the incident that ruined his basketball career. That night, Jeremy watches Tatiana leave for the tour with tears in his eyes. Later on, he watches a video of his good old days playing basketball. He then takes some of his pain meds and some alcohol. On the gym court, his speech is so slurred that people ask if he's okay. During a game, Jeremy gets into a fight with one of the players, and Kamal comes to stop the fight. He tells Jeremy he came to apologize, but Jeremy confronts him about making his girl find out he lied to her. Soon after, Mooch kicks Jeremy out of the gym and tells him not to come back again. That night, Kamal heads back home, and Imani notices he's acting strange. He informs her that Bobby fired him and assures her everything is going to be all right, so she proposes asking some people to find him a new job at a store. He gets angry about her suggesting he works at a store, but she angrily retorts that she also doesn't like her working in the house either. While they're arguing, he gets a call, and the family quickly heads to the hospital, where Kamal finds his hospitalized father in a ward. Benji jokingly references the video about him online, and Kamal apologizes for always making the same stupid mistakes and for letting him down. Benji tells him he doesn't care about the NBA, and he doesn't want him to keep punishing himself because things didn't work out the way they should. He says he was so happy seeing him playing ball again because he knew how much he used to love it. When Kamal steps out, he finds Speedy and Renzo, who came right after they heard the news.
Hey, y'all still trying to play in that basketball tournament in Lamert?
Tell me how we supposed to find $7,500 for the entry fee by this weekend.
What if I put $5 grand on it? For my salon money.
What if we lose?
I'm worried about you losing.
I'm not gambling your salon money on a basketball game.
You're not. I'm gambling on my husband.
Because 5 minutes ago, Speedy was thinking that you was going to put on that black ski mask and get active.
On the day of the tournament in Limert Park Village, they gather for a 3-on-3 classic game to win the $500,000 grand prize. When they get there, suddenly Jeremy shows up and Imani begs Kamal to talk to him.
Bro, what are you doing here at a basketball tournament?
You were right, man. I was selfish. I've never been able to make a living off hoop. Imani said you guys might need an extra body. Each team gets an alternate or something. Right. I have to grow up or I'm gonna lose Tati for good.
While the boys are talking strategy, the guy who talked crap and got punched by Kamal a while back comes around and starts to make fun of them.
Space Jam, featuring Justin Bieber.
You guys are all cousins?
In the first game, Kamal scores a 3-pointer, they win the game and move on to the next one. In the second game, Kamal can't get past the defense and passes to Renzo, who allows the other team to score. After the team misses another opportunity to score, Kamal quickly calls for a timeout, and while the team is arguing, Kamal notices Imani leaving to take a call. Suddenly, he substitutes Renzo and puts Jeremy in.
It's for the best. That's how they got us on the boat.
On the court, Jeremy begins his breathing technique, so Kamal joins him, while the crowd watches incredulously. The game soon resumes, and the crowd is surprised by the white substitute's skills. Soon after, Jeremy makes a pass to Kamal, and he scores.
Y'all act like white men can't dunk.
After working their way up, it's time for the championship game for the grand prize. The game begins soon, and the teams keep scoring on each other.
We're at game point, people.
Shortly after, Jeremy goes in to score. Kamal quickly helps him to the bench, and the crowd claps for him. While Jeremy laments about going out like he did in the past, the guys who taunted them talk trash to Jeremy. When one of them says something terrible about Kamal's father, Kamal loses his cool, and Jeremy has to hold him back.
I got this. All we want is peace. I'm sure we can solve this.
Man, what?
You know, me and the guys would just...
What's wrong with you, man? What happened to all that peace and positivity shit?
All right. The white boys got to go.
But they stay, right?
We're gonna finish the game without.
You need therapy. Basketball is your therapy.
They're gonna kill him in the parking lot.
I ain't never been to a white man's funeral.
Once the game continues, Kamal gets the ball and recalls how his father used to tell him to focus on his mind and not his body, then finally makes the finishing shot, causing an uproar from the crowd and his teammates. When Kamal goes to hug his family, he realizes his father has passed out from her expression, and she hugs him with tears in her eyes.
Let's get this pig.
Wait.
Sometime later, Jeremy tensely waits for Tatiana on a dinner date, and she soon arrives.
Thank you for coming. I'm just some dumb loser.
You're not a dumb loser. Jimmy.
And I promise to never lie to you.
If you can get up without help, I'll sleep on it.
I need your help.
A year later, Imani finally opens a big salon.
Nothing America loves more than a comeback story. Meet Kamal. He actually found himself with a minimum contract overseas. What has helped you along the way?
Family. Shout out to my wife.
Could have at least said my name. It's bad enough that they cut me out of the segment.
Afterward, Kamal speaks with Jeremy, who now has a bigger base of basketball prodigies to train his clients.
We did it, baby! What in the Dr. Miami?
I appreciate you, man. I wouldn't be here without you.